Apple iPhone 13. I'm going to do the battery replacement, show you how to replace the battery on your iPhone 13. I will start by hitting the screen and remove the screen. In order to access the battery, you need to remove the screen. To remove the screen, you need to remove these two screws first, then I will be removing the screen. Once you have removed these two screws at the bottom of the device, you simply need to start hitting the screen. The next step is to use a suction cup in order to pry out the screen. Just put the suction cup, then start pulling the screen, especially at the bottom, in order to have a small opening. So here's the opening that I have here. I can then insert a guitar pick right here. Then after that, move the guitar pick. Okay, with this device, you have the flex cable for the screen. It is on this side of the screen. When it is closed, it will be on the left. You have the cable for the screen, and also you have the cable for the proximity sensor that is attached here, same side as the screen flex cable. So if you insert the guitar pick inside, you need to be extremely careful. Just insert this amount for the guitar pick and move it across the device in order to separate the screen from the body of the device. So this is what you need to do in order to separate the screen from the body of the device and without damaging this cable and that cable. If your screen is still good, you need to keep this cable intact and that one also. To summarize, make sure that you're careful on the left side of the device while looking at the screen to avoid damaging this cable and that cable. So we need to get access to the battery cable, then disconnect the battery cable before we can disconnect any other cable. So after this is the battery cable, this one, and this is the screen cable. So let me remove this split first, then I'm going to disconnect the battery cable. Lift, there is a small latching mechanism here. So you need to pull it up this way, and then you can simply remove the metallic plate. So after that, you need to disconnect the battery cable. The battery cable is this one. Disconnect with your finger, and then you can disconnect the other two, the screen flex cable, and then the flex cable for the proximity sensor. So after that, you can simply disconnect the screen from the frame of the device. So here's the screen for this device. This is not an original screen. This is an aftermarket screen. This screen, I bought it maybe $25 just to show the process of replacing the screen. Like you saw it with this type of very inexpensive screens, they are made to break in order for you to get another screen if you ever have to do any repairs on your device with this type of screen. You can see after just hitting the screen for a little bit over 1 minute, the screen will start to deteriorate, and also this bezel on the screen is also going to come off. So with this type of screen, I think it's like a one usage screen, because when you're trying to remove the screen out of the device, you're most likely going to have this one get disconnected, or you will simply damage the screen completely. This is a very inexpensive screen, $25 just for you to be able to use your device, but it is not a quality screen. That's why all this happens. I have done screen removal on brand new iPhones without any damage. I've done that since the iPhone 12. I had no damage. With this one, the screen quality is simply too bad for hitting the screen of the device, remove the screen and reattach the screen. $25 screen, this is what you're going to get. It can work. It will be, the screen will work on your device for the time that you use the device, but once you try to remove the screen and do any type of repair on the inside of the device, the screen will damage. This is exactly what they want, for you to get another cheap screen or you get an original screen. This one is still good, and I need this one in order to put a new screen on this iPhone 13. So I will be removing this. I have a video of that, how to remove this for the screen replacement. This one is the cable for the screen. You do not need this anymore. So apart from that, so you see on the screen replacement video, I showed you how to remove this. This is why it is really easy to get removed. Normally on a normal screen with relatively average quality, this metallic frame should not come off after you hit the screen of the device. But with these very cheap aftermarket screens, this is what you're going to face. So what about the battery? The battery of this device is original. So the removal process for the battery is very easy. The battery is disconnected now. We are going to use the pull tabs that are on this device in order to remove the battery. So the first thing that I'm going to do is to undo the pull tabs on this iPhone 13. So undo the pull tab, I will start with the top. Be careful if you're using a tool like this, a metallic tool, to do this in order to lift the pull tab. So here's the pull tab. The first one has been lifted. You can do it with your finger. You will just have to scratch the end and peel it upward. So that's what I did here. Then I'm going to take the tweezer and firmly grip on it. Roll the pull tab on the tweezer, and then I can start pulling. So it didn't work. Here's the other end of the same pull tab. Simply roll it on the tweezer, and then you can start pulling. Didn't work. Pull tabs are not going to work most of the time. So on the second one, you can do it with your finger. I think it is the safest, so that you don't puncture the battery, even though fingers also can puncture this very thin layer on top of the battery. But you need to be careful while you do this. Make sure that you undo the pull tab and then start pulling. It should be like this, completely free. So now tweezer, you need to do the same thing. Grab the end and roll on the tweezer. Then you're going to pull. So this one also didn't work. The pull tab is not working on this iPhone. So at the bottom also you have two other pull tabs. So here also same thing, undo the pull tabs. So here's another one. This one is a lot bigger. Try to grab with your tweezer again and roll on the tweezer. This one is the biggest. I believe this one, everything is out. Just try and see if it moves. It moves slightly. So with this, it is a lot safer. Than you can try to pull, but the best way to do it is to add some alcohol. That's going to be the best way, the safest, and the most easy way to remove the battery. So the way that I like to do it is to drop. You can see the amount of alcohol that I just dropped, and then I push it where the double-sided tape is. Drop again. So the alcohol is going where the double-sided tape is still on the back of the battery. So like this, you just need to wait maybe 5 minutes before you start pulling the battery out of this iPhone 13. So you can see after the alcohol, it is a lot easier to remove. So this is what I was saying. This one, I removed a little bit of the double-sided tape. This one, I couldn't remove any. This one also, I couldn't remove any. So the alcohol is already on this area. That's why it is a lot easier to remove this. So at the bottom, since it is a lot smaller, so you just need to pull and remove the battery. So after this, make sure that you wipe any excess alcohol on the inside of the device. Also make sure that you remove any remaining double-sided tape on the inside of the device. So here's the iPhone 13 without the battery removed. So for a new battery, here are the pull tabs for the new battery. Yes, this is the way it should be on the back of the battery. So remove this one and remove the blue at the bottom. Then you're going to place the battery here, just like this. This is how the battery should be with the double-sided tape on the back. Then you're going to push this to the front, just like this, and to the bottom, just like this, and this one also. So everything has been installed. Here, you simply need to apply pressure on the back for the double-sided tape to stick. Then you're going to remove the pink protective film, then do the installation inside the device. So it is time to remove the pink plastic on the back. Remove this slowly so that the double-sided tape does not get wasted. So just like this, it is ready for installation. So this is how it should go on the inside of the device. So before you install, make sure that you align the cable with the motherboard area where it has to go. Then once you're ready and sure that this is the right place, drop the battery inside and then check again to make sure that the cable does go on the area where it is supposed to go. If you're certain that it is good, apply pressure for the battery to stick on the inside of the device. So this is everything for the battery. Then after this, you simply need to reattach the cable, reattach the proximity sensor, and then test the device. Make sure that you connect the battery cable also and turn the device on to make sure that everything is working properly. After that, it is simply the reconstitution of the screen and simply a reverse screen removal that I covered on the screen replacement of this device. So that's all for the battery replacement. You can see it doesn't go out.